Good evening students. We have already seen the structure and function of heart as well as the double circulatory mechanism in humans. Now in today's video, I'll be sharing the information regarding arteries, veins and capillaries. That's nothing but our blood vessels. Okay, and the smallest blood vessel in our body, they are nothing but the capillaries, okay, which connect arteries and veins together or act as a connection between arteries and veins. Okay, now as far as arteries and veins are concerned, there are a lot of similarities between arteries and veins. If you consider this particular pictorial representation, it's a small pictorial representation just to make you understand. Okay, and remember anything, okay, or any layer outside a particular organ or forming the lining of a particular organ is called as tunica in biology. Okay, so here also both arteries and veins will have outer layer, middle layer and inner layer. So outer layer is called as tunica externa. Tunica externa. Okay. Inner layer is called as tunica interna. Tunica interna. And this middle layer, okay, the middle layer, that is called as tunica media. So there are three layers. Okay, tunica externa, that is outer layer, tunica interna, that is inner layer, and tunica media, that is the middle layer. Okay, now in both the cases, in arteries as well as in veins, tunica externa is made up of elastin and collagen fibers. Okay, but as far as arteries are concerned, they are maximum, and as far as veins are concerned, they are not that much, okay, as present in arteries. Okay, whereas the middle layer, okay, that is tunica media, is composed of smooth muscles. Okay, and the inner layer, that is tunica interna, it is made up of a layer of endothelium or endothelial cells which act as connection or helps in adhesion or attachment. Okay, now this particular capillary is one-celled thick. Okay, and its cell or its layer contains or is made up of endothelial cells. Okay, or it has a layer of endothelium, that is, which helps in attachment. That's when capillaries come in contact with arteries and veins. With the help of this endothelium, the adhesion becomes proper. There are a lot of function of endothelium or endothelial cells. This is one among those functions which is guarded here. Okay. Now, once again, the outer layer, it is tunica externa, inner layer tunica interna, and middle layer is tunica media. An open space is present towards the inner layer, and this open space in biology is called as lumen. What it is called? Lumen. Okay. Now, as far as arteries are concerned, arteries are the blood vessels that arise from the heart. They carry the blood from heart to all the parts of the body. They have minute branches, okay, and these minute branches of arteries, they are called arterioles. Okay, as far as arteries are concerned, okay, the pressure of blood in the artery is very high. So the wall of the artery is much more elastic and thicker as compared to veins. Okay, the arteries are deeply situated. Okay, they are deeply present, they are deeply situated, and they don't have any valves. Okay, why? Because they are the blood vessels which carry the blood from the heart to different parts of the body. Okay, so they don't have any type of valves. Now, as far as the open space or lumen in artery is concerned, they have a very small lumen. And remember, all the arteries carry oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery. We have already seen what is a pulmonary artery. Pulmonary word, okay, is something which is related to lungs. When it comes pulmonary, it's something which is related to lungs. Okay, so the pulmonary arteries are the arteries which carry deoxygenated blood. Okay, rest all the arteries will have oxygenated blood. Okay, so arteries, basically they are the blood vessels that arise from the heart and carry blood from heart to different parts of the body. Okay, these blood vessels have a lumen which is very small, or the open space as far as arteries are concerned, they are very small. Now arteries are deeply situated. Okay, and they don't have any valves because they are the blood vessels which take the blood from heart to different parts of the body, and their branches help them in these work, and these branches are called arterioles. Okay, now as far as the blood pressure or the pressure of the blood in the artery is concerned, it is maximum, it's very high. So because of that, the arteries, okay, or the wall of the arteries are much elastic and thicker. Okay, all the arteries carry oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery, which has or which carry deoxygenated blood and pour it into the lungs for oxygenation. Okay, now as far as veins are concerned, same way, the outer layer is called as tunica externa, which has connective tissues. The inner layer is called as interna, which is lined by endothelial cell or endothelium. Okay, and the middle layer, it is called as tunica media, okay, which has smooth muscles. Okay, or a muscle layer, you can say smooth muscle layer. Okay, now as far as the lumen of veins are concerned, the lumen is much bigger. Okay, the lumen is much bigger, very spacious lumen. It has a spacious lumen. Okay, now as far as veins are concerned, they are the blood vessels which carry the blood, okay, to the heart from different parts of the body. Okay, so from the body to the heart, we have learned vena cavas. Okay, superior vena cava brings the blood from upper part of the body. Inferior vena cava brings the blood from lower part of the body. Okay, when I say upper part, it's above the heart. Okay, when I say lower part, that's below the heart. Understanding? So these vena cavas, they are the veins. Okay, now as far as the veins are concerned, they are the ones which bring the blood from the body to the heart. So they have valves. Why the valves are present? In order to prevent the backflow of the blood. Because of the valves, the backflow of the blood is prevented. We have seen bicuspid and tricuspid valves. Okay, they prevent the backflow. Same way, the veins also have valves to prevent the backflow of the blood. So once the blood is taken from the body to the heart, okay, again that particular blood will not reach to the body. Okay, a different blood reaches the body. Okay, and across the capillaries, the exchange takes place. We have already seen. Alright, so as far as veins are concerned, they are the blood vessels which take the blood from body, different parts of the body, to the heart. Okay, and their branches help them in this work, and their branches, minute branches, are called as venules. Okay, so arteries, arterioles, veins, venules. So these venules, okay, they reunite and form veins. Okay, as far as the lumen is concerned, the lumen is much spacious. The blood in the vein show a less blood pressure. The pressure of the blood in the vein is much lesser as compared to the pressure of the blood in the arteries. The veins have a very thinner wall, okay, and they are superficially situated. Okay, as far as arteries are concerned, they are deeply situated. As far as veins are concerned, they are superficially situated. All the veins carry deoxygenated blood except pulmonary vein. Okay, so pulmonary vein is the vein that brings the blood from the lungs to the left ventricle via the left auricle. Understanding? So from the lungs, oxygenated blood with the help of pulmonary veins will enter into left auricle and then left ventricle. Okay, so this particular vein is having which type of blood? Oxygenated blood. So all the veins will have deoxygenated blood except the pulmonary veins. Okay, so arteries, they carry blood from heart to the body, veins from body to the heart. Arteries have very thick and elastic wall, veins have thin walls. Arteries do not have any valves. Okay, veins do have valves in order to prevent the backflow of the blood. Arteries are deeply situated, veins are superficially situated. The lumen of the arteries are much smaller, less spacious. The lumen of the veins are larger, more spacious. Okay. The pressure of the blood in the artery is maximum, much higher, whereas the pressure of the blood in the vein is not that high as compared to that of the arteries. All the arteries carry oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery. All the veins carry deoxygenated blood except pulmonary veins. Okay. Now, as far as capillaries are concerned, they are one-celled thick and they are lined by endothelium. Now, our capillaries forms a connection between arteries and veins. When the arteries brings the blood from the heart to the body tissue, okay, the exchange of blood takes place in between the capillaries. Okay, the oxygenated blood exchanges with the deoxygenated blood, okay, via the capillaries, through the capillaries. So the blood will enter into the capillaries and then veins are attached to the capillaries, and through the capillary the exchange takes place. Okay. In respiration, we have also seen the exchange of pigment, exchange of gases also takes place across the capillaries. Okay. So capillaries form a connection between arteries and veins. Okay. So they form a channel or a connection between arteries and veins. Okay. So again, the venous blood, the capillaries give the venous blood. Okay, so that particular blood from the capillary enters into the veins, and through the vein it again reaches, okay, to the right auricle, okay, with the help of inferior and superior vena cavas. Okay, superior means upper part, anterior, inferior means lower part, okay, that is posterior. Okay, so the veins will take the blood from the body tissue and pour that particular blood into the right auricle, and then the whole process of double circulation continues. So these blood vessels are very, very, very important as far as the circulation of the blood is concerned. And as far as capillaries are concerned, if there are no capillaries or if the capillaries are not functioning properly, there won't be any exchange of gases. Okay, there won't be any exchange of material, okay, between the surrounding and the tissue cells. Okay, so the exchange of materials, exchange of gases, exchange of pigments, okay, takes place across the capillaries. Okay, so the capillaries are very important. Though they are one-celled thick, they are the most important structures. Okay, because exchange between the surrounding and the tissue cells takes place across the capillaries. Okay, thank you.